Is Doctor Who already canceled? Well, I don't know. But anyway, here we are at Cosmic Book News yet again. And this is actually, where it concerns Ncuti Gatwa, is a story that was a brief little interview he had given even before the specials and everything, was that he had done 2 seasons. You know, I guess most of the principal photography had been done. Maybe there's a little more they still got to do. But nevertheless, that was it. It made it sound like that's all he was signed up for. And that he was talking about wanting to get back to theater and stuff like that. And oh, well, that's interesting. I wonder if they've already got it mapped out, where they have a new doctor in waiting and all this sort of stuff. Didn't quite know where they were going to go. The best hope was that they would just do basic Doctor Who adventures and leave it at that. But no. And then the Davros debacle pretty much told you what was coming. So, that's pretty much it. As for the Christmas special, I've seen some reviews about it and saw the whole plot. You know, I have no intention of watching it. 'Cause after those specials, why bother? So, but it's interesting that you would go this deep in an attempt to tell Chris Chibnall to hold your beer and let me show you how you really destroy Doctor Who. Is odd, especially since, by all indications, the era of wokedom, the hour of wokedom, is extremely nigh, and yet here you are, not just doubling, not just tripling, not just quadrupling, but quintupling down on it. So anyway, it's very brief here. So the ratings for the specials were terrible. The ratings for the Christmas special was terrible, and I don't even really blame Ncuti Gatwa for this. I know he's going, oh, we want to go into a leftist direction and all that stuff. Yeah, you know, actors say stupid stuff, you know. But the odd thing about it is at the outset he's denied the role of the Doctor. Really, he's this clone of the Doctor from Bi Generation. See, you talk about, oh, well, I'm reaching an audience that was marginalized or whatever and all this stuff, and then you do that to them, and you don't even give them a coherent narrative or a good storyline or anything, and he doesn't get to follow in like all the other Doctors did, even Jodie. So it's odd, but it's what they did. So anyway, so yeah, Ncuti had talks early into 2023. Rolling Stone UK said, theater kept me warm and held me tight all night, even if I was broke. But I'm planning on getting back to it in 2024 after I finish season 2 of Doctor Who. So, you know, so all right, but you could take from that, okay, he's going to be working in theater for a while, and then, you know, they'll come back for season 3, surely. And then also spoke with Radio Times last month and said he has no idea what he is doing after filming Doctor Who season 2. Whoops, uh-oh. Which may suggest he is signed on for only for 2 seasons. That would stand to reason. What do you mean you don't know? Does he mean immediately after? Previously, he said he wants to get back into theater. Maybe he hadn't gotten any gigs there. But it seems like, you know, I'm going to take some time off and then, you know, until I get back to work for Doctor Who again. Because that would be the job. But I guess whatever the money they got out of Disney for this runs out. And 2 seasons is all they could do. And by the numbers they're getting, it's obvious this was a colossal failure. And so there you go. So he says, no idea, no plan. I just know that I'm loving it, and my love for it is growing. So, you know, trying to put a positive spin on everything. Meanwhile, there's Millie. And So, what's her plan? So, she told Fabric Magazine, never heard of it. Now that the strikes are over, she is going to audition for other roles. But wait, you already have a job. See, there's the logo and everything. But she says, I think now that the strike's over, I'll probably be auditioning again for parts and seeing what's out there. Gibson continues with mention of change, wanting to play a different role than she's currently playing, and being excited for what is to come. Because every year has seen such change for me, it's hard to think what might come next. I'd like to play a villain. If not that, I think I'm really intrigued by biopic roles that you really need to research. I think that would be a great challenge. I don't know. I'm just excited to see what's to come. So, I mean, she is by the way, biopic roles from Britain. I don't know, Millie, you're white. So, the representation rules kind of rolls you out. Unless, of course, you're going to play a male role. You might want to look into that, Millie. That might be a job for you. So anyway, but then again, she's the companion, and so maybe her story comes to an end within 2 seasons, and she goes on her merry way, and the Doctor would inevitably get a new companion. That's usually how that goes, and but it coincides with the Doctor himself apparently only having 2 seasons. So it's as if it says, look, we know we're going to piss everybody off. We're just going to spend the money on this and cash what's left and run away. What the hell is this? It doesn't do any good for anybody. And like I said, even if you're, hold on to this, we need a gay doctor, we need a doctor of color or whatever, all that stuff. And then that's the stories you produce for it. So, man, somebody needs to ask for their money back. So I don't know what the deal is. It's very, very odd to do all of this for nothing. And these actors are like, well, I hope there's another job for me out there. Don't you have one? And apparently not. I don't know. But it stands to reason that because the numbers are pretty bad, that unless, do you think they have a surprise story in there that's going to turn it all around? The moment to do that was in the specials. Didn't do it. You went even worse. So there it is. Now rumors abound, of course. And a lot of people are saying, hey, with David Tennant's Doctor still existing, there's their out. That he'll come back as the real Doctor and regenerate into someone else, and then that'll be your ongoing Doctor Who. They're in no position to play around with stuff like that. You're in a very bad place to begin with before you even started this version of Doctor Who, and then you pull this kind of stunt. It's very, very stupid. The other rumor being that they're going to finally address the Valyard, and it was saying that Ncuti Gatwood would become the Valyard, or you regenerate into an actor that becomes him or whatever. Again, you're going to do that to your gay Doctor of Color. The other possibility, I suppose, would be that David Tennant, and say, you see that was the old Doctor was flawed and bad and filled with, patriarchy, toxicity, and he was white all the time, but for the most part, and that's why he was so bad. He becomes evil, and then Ncuti's got to right the wrongs of his former self, and then go on into greater strides when he regenerates into a new Doctor or whatever, and that's how they resolve the Valyard story. Yeah. All around. Now, addressing the Valyard would have been a cool thing, but it's just too late, and I just don't see any good out here for the corner they've painted themselves in. So, whatever. But it looks like the fix was in all along. It's like, yeah, guys, we're gonna slap out these 2 seasons, and we know they're so bad. That's it. So, you know, keep your resumes handy.